Well, it's a whole show dedicated to helping you thrive this school year. And staying organized, well, it's really the fastest way to succeed. And this morning, we've got a back-to-school checklist that will ensure you have everything you need to kickstart the year with confidence. So please help me welcome educator, speaker, author, she does it all, Renaissance woman, Beth Carey. Hi, Beth.
Hi, Kara. So nice to be here with you.
I'm so thrilled that you're here. It's been a while, but we have had many conversations on this couch, and you've helped a lot of people get organized, get ready. So let me start with asking you, I know I cannot be the only parent that has let the routine slide during summer. So how can we get back into like the bedtime routine and all of those things without having a fight?
Well, you know, I thought Dr. Bede said it perfectly. This is a major time for discussion. So let's start with whether you started school last week or, you know, you're starting this week. Let's start with bedtime. Everybody goes to bed later during the summer. We need to decide together what's a reasonable time.
Sure.
If I go to bed at this time, whether you're in elementary school or you're in high school, what time can I go to bed and be a successful person the next day?
Yeah.
Right? So that's one of the things. The other thing that I really think is important is, do you have a place in your house, Kara, where the boys put their school stuff? Like a school stuff spot.
Okay, yes.
In my house, it was on the washer and dryer because we would go out through the laundry room to the car.
Sure.
So the lunchbox was there, the backpack was there. If they needed a school project that they did the night before, it was all put there the night before. So we're not scrambling around going, where's this, where's that in the morning.
That's good.
So have a what I call school stuff spot.
And it shouldn't just be strewn about the
No.
front door.
And
That's
all
not a
the
spot?
kids,
No.
all the kids need to be in that same vicinity.
Okay.
And then it's easier too, as the parents want to double check that we have this and we have that. So we got the bedtimes, we got the school spots. Put the clothes out the night before.
Okay, I like this.
Don't,
This is all good.
you know, avoid that morning fight.
Yeah.
Put it out, lay it out, be done, and stick to your guns.
Right.
Don't let them say, oh, I don't want to wear Spider-Man today. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
This is what you pick. Tomorrow you can wear Spider-Man.
Okay.
And stick to your guns on those kinds of things.
I like that.
Also, I think one of the other things that are really important is have that discussion about discipline and what are your expectations as a parent. Because yes, the school is going to have their rules, but you know, your rules might be even a little more strict. And you need to talk about that with your kids.
With your kids and with your teacher, or just like, should I open the dialogue with my teacher and say, how are you disciplining so I can incorporate it, or do you keep them separate?
I think I would keep them separate. I mean, every school has a discipline code and you can go through those, you know, that list that you get. If your child develops some discipline in the classroom, then collaborate.
Partnership. Okay,
you know.
I like that.
Which brings me to another point. This is a little off the preparation thing, but you know, ask the teachers what they want. You know, there's checklists.
Okay.
But I think as our kids get older, sometimes we forget the middle school teachers need things and the high school teachers need things. You know, we all send the Kleenex and the hand sanitizer to the elementary schools, but all teachers can, you know, just like Ingalls was saying, they all need our help. So don't forget to ask them, just send them a quick email. Is there something I can do?
Yes.
You know, is there something I can bring you?
And I always put in a reminder in my phone to do that 3 months from now, because I feel like everybody brings the stuff at the beginning of the year, and then you run out of those hand sanitizers and the wipes and all the Kleenex, and they might need a little refresh 3 months in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Let's talk back to school shopping, because it can be stressful. It used to be such a thing when I was little. I think it still is, but with the invention of online shopping, it's less stressful. But how can we ease the stress if we're taking our kids along, or even just doing it by ourselves? It feels like a big to-do.
Well, first of all, you know, go through what you have.
Okay.
You know, save some money, see what they still have that is in good order as far as, you know, their backpack. Do they really need a new backpack, or do they just want a new backpack? So have that discussion. And also, same thing with clothes. What fits? What doesn't fit? You know, and then make the list. And I always say go shopping with your kids.
Okay.
And sometimes it's nice to just do one kid at a time. Number one, it's not as crazy for you.
Right.
And number two, then they really feel special. Like, you know, my parents giving me the time to know what I want and what I need and what I'd like to wear. And then that also allows you to review a little bit about what is the dress code at school. And yeah, that's a really cute shirt, but you're only going to be able to wear it on Saturdays.
Right. I love that. Yes.
So, and give them a budget. There's nothing wrong with saying, okay, you have this much clothes already. We're going to spend $100.
Right.
And stick to that.
Yeah. Okay. So last week my kids went back. A lot of kids going back this week.
Yes.
What tips do you have for the first week to survive? What do we need to know?
First of all, be upbeat.
Okay.
You know, because it's a big change for us as parents, and
Yeah.
it's a big change for them too, especially when they're going into a new school. Anxieties get really high. So be very upbeat, be very positive. Ask them every day, what was the best part of your day? What was the worst part of your day? And what did you learn?
Yeah.
And sometimes you learn that Johnny's a really nice kid.
Sure.
Or that, you know, my teacher is married to another teacher.
Right.
I mean, it doesn't have to be an academic
Sure.
learning thing. But don't let them off the hook by saying, well, I didn't learn anything.
Right,
or, you know, well, my whole day was bad.
Sure.
Well, that's not true. Pull out. There's something was good. Maybe it was just lunch.
Right. Yeah, sometimes that is.
You
That's a
know?
highlight in my house sometimes.
And talk about whether you're going to pack lunches or buy.
Yeah.
Because that also can be a preference for different kids.
Okay.
So, and if they are going to pack their lunch, have them help you.
Yeah, I love that too. That's all really good advice. You gave me a lot of things to think about, and one is making sure they don't leave their stuff strewn about the door. That's going to help a lot.
Right.
I love that. All right,
And
Beth.
celebrate
Yeah.
on Friday, whether it's the first week or the second week, but you know, have some friends over, order pizza, do something fun
right.
because you all survived it.
We did.
And you'll continue to survive
it. We will.
it.
And thank you for helping us survive it, Beth. We so appreciate you, and I hope you'll
Anytime.
come back. All right, we'll be right back.